You've done it again. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you are 4 hours deep into a rabbit hole of reviews, comparisons, and technical specifications for something as simple as a kitchen appliance or a new pair of headphones. You've read the one-star reviews, you've watched the teardown videos, and you've even looked up the manufacturing history of the brand. To anyone else, it looks like you're just being thorough, but to you, it feels like a high-stakes mission, like the moment you hit buy or make a decision, you are gambling with your entire sense of security.
If you recognized yourself in that scenario, I want you to know that you aren't just fussy or a procrastinator. There is a deeply rooted psychological reason why your brain treats information like a survival tool. And once you understand the why, the weight you're carrying might start to feel a little lighter. The first thing we have to name is that for you, research isn't just about the product. It's about certainty. Most people can tolerate a bit of ambiguity. They buy things, they make mistakes, and they move on. But your relationship with certainty is fundamentally different. You might have grown up in what clinicians call a high contingency environment, where your actions had direct, sometimes harsh consequences, and there was no buffer for error. In that world, thinking 3 steps ahead wasn't a choice. It was how you stayed okay. Now, as an adult, your brain still uses that same scanning mechanism to avoid a catastrophic failure, even if the only thing at stake is a toaster. There's also a fascinating generational layer to this, especially if you're part of the bridge generations like Gen X or the Zennials. You remember a time when information had a physical cost, when you had to hunt through library card catalogs to find an answer. Cognitive psychologists call this deeper encoding. Because you had to work so hard for knowledge, your brain learned to value it differently, building a mechanical intuition that tells you that with enough patience and data, you can master the physical world. But we also have to be honest about the shadow side of this habit. Sometimes, researching everything to death is actually preparation that functions as avoidance. This is what researchers call self-handicapping. As long as you are still researching, you haven't really started yet. And if you haven't started, you can't fail. The dream of the perfect outcome stays clean and protected in your head, while the messy, uncomfortable reality of actually doing the thing is kept at a safe distance. The truth is, your brain is an incredibly sophisticated machine that is simply trying to protect you from the discomfort of being seen trying and coming up short. You have a highly associative mind that prioritizes patterns and context, which makes you brilliant at seeing what others don't, but it also means you're prone to rumination, where you cycle through the same data without ever arriving at a conclusion. If this resonated with you, I want you to remember that your depth isn't a flaw. Your traumatic intelligence and your need for meaning are profound strengths. But I also know that the constant scanning is genuinely exhausting. You don't need a quieter mind, that's probably not coming. But you do need a more honest relationship with your thoughts. If you feel stuck in that avoidance loop, and you're tired of your world shrinking because you're afraid to make a wrong move, I've linked something in the description and the pinned comment that I think you'll find genuinely useful. It's a bundle of simple, structured guides designed to help you break through these patterns of overthinking and building actual follow-through one day at a time. It's not about changing who you are. It's just about giving your brain some new evidence that it's finally safe to stop scanning. Thank you for being here and for choosing depth over noise. If this helped you make sense of yourself today, hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss our future deep signals. I'll see you in the next one.